Got improved last year, and he's continuing that improvement this year. Our officials tonight, James Capers, Kenny Maurer in his 222nd playoff game. Played Friday. They beat Golden State in a thriller in overtime, and before that, took care of the Spurs. So here they come in the routine. Ingles, who is starting for Mitchell, puts in a three. The youngest team to make the NBA playoffs in 10 years, and the second youngest team overall in the NBA this season. Oh, nice play. Kyle Anderson gets it to go. In the playoffs for a fifth consecutive season, the Utah Jazz. Number one in the West, number one record in the NBA, and Conley with a beautiful floater. With Clarkson the other way, he'll try to melt into the defense, and that ball was taken with Morant the other way. He'll take it up and in for two. He found a blast, and he took advantage of it. Bojan Bogdanovic, seventh-year player out of Croatia. Another turnover, and here comes Brooks. He'll scoop it up, and down it goes. Taking advantage, count it for two and a foul. 36% shooting for Memphis, 46% shooting for Utah. They go inside. There's a block by Gobert, who leads the NBA in total blocks this season. Rebounding, huge advantage for Utah. Here's a long shot, and Conley saved by Gobert. Shot clock at 2, didn't hit the rim. Conley again, saving it inside. George Niang puts it back up and in. Mike Conley, 9 points and 4 assists in that first quarter. Here we start the second. Number 1 seed Utah. Number 8 seed Memphis, having to win 2 playoff games to get here, play-in games to get to this point. Anderson back on the floor. You see him. Tyus Jones, who played at Duke, the Twin Cities player from Minneapolis, St. Paul on the fly, and puts it up and through with a little tap right there. Are rebounding like they normally do. They're the number 1 rebounding team in the NBA, and they've got a plus 11 in that category. But Reggie talking about those turnovers, significant. Kyle Anderson.
10 turnovers for 7 Grizzly points. What a pass.
What a pass indeed. Great cut inside, and Conley got it, and he puts it up and in. Valanciunas collecting his 6th rebound with 6 points. Anderson the other way. And he'll put up a 3. This has been an improved area for Kyle Anderson.
That's all you want to do when you're the underdog, and especially a young team on the road. Hang around. Wait for magic to happen.
Clarkson melts into the defense and got it to go with a pretty play on a spinner.
Well, a nice little 12-2 run here. And you talk about Taylor Jenkins is from the Popovich tree, so he understands that. Nice move, quick move here by Morant.
3 right there. Brooks, a 26-footer. Bain gets the assist. Memphis has come back from 14 down. Ingles 3, cans it from outside. Morant has got 6 and 3 of 8. 11 for Anderson, 15 for Brooks, who averages 17 a game. Shifting inside, clever move, dodging defenders, and puts it up and through. At 12 lead changes, Utah has now missed 16 of 20 shots, and Memphis has made.
Wow.
That was an incredible play. Woo-hoo! Wow.
Dylan Brooks.
He had 24 against San Antonio Wednesday. He had 14 against Golden State Friday. Ingles 3. Jousting, and here comes Brooks. The fake, the drive, and the scoop. Can't get it. And picked up by Jackson. He had it knocked away by Favors. Oh, and then put up and in. This is an amazing performance from Dylan Brooks. Favors and Jackson protecting the rim. Valanciunas as they swing it around with the fake by Clarkson on the fly. Kicks it out. Bogdanovic open triple. Bojan Bogdanovic.
And 2 other starters on the bench for the Jazz.
Bain on the floor for Memphis, just came off. Morant inside, tries to get that one, guides it through.
Where the teardrops we saw versus Golden State to seal the deal. Nice steal here by Anderson.
Here comes Anderson. He looks at the trailing Favors, and with ease, he'll put it through, and the lead is back to 5. And Brooks is there again, blasting away as he comes up with his 7th rebound.
6 of 31 from 3 for the Utah Jazz. What?
Woo!
Are you kidding me?
What a move! And Brooks has got 23.
This is a bench that was pretty good throughout the regular season.
Niang is in again. Clarkson, Favors, Conley, O'Neal, the 5 for Utah. Here comes Favors, who will flush it on the fly. Pretty play for Favors. He's put 2 in a row now in. Here comes Brooks. Ramrods his way down that lane and gets 2.
Bain, Grayson Allen, some of these bench players are going to have to make some shots here Kind of take the pressure off Brooks and Moran. Or maybe not.
Cannot miss. He found the escape hatch and he puts it down. Clarkson, with the hesitation, works on Allen and back outside to Conley. Niang, he'll uncork a three. Difference of 5 seconds. Game clock to shot clock. Conley is there, looking for the screen roll. Nice fake, driving. Oh, and Clarkson will crowbar it in. What a play as he takes it in for two. Final 5 seconds, 6-point game. Here comes Jones. Outside it goes. Three. Card! What a shot! Bain, the rookie.
Kind of how we started that overtime period versus the Warriors in that play-in game.
They've gone 6 of 7 from 3 after starting 0 of 9. Oh, Gobert. Idle for 6 days. Utah playing tonight. Working on a day's rest. Memphis. Here is Allen. Out of the block, slips, drives, and scoops it home. Here they go, swarming guys up front. That's a shot by Conley, which is right down the hatch. Mike Conley with the double-double. Tries his way in.
Yes.
Hold on for Gobert with a great feed and picked up by Clarkson. 2-on-1. Sidestepping Allen. Knocked away inside. Great defense by Jaren Jackson. Erases the shot inside for Memphis.
Here's a three from him.
The other way. Got it! Big hit for Jackson. Brooks stopping, starting, driving, firing on the fly. And it's picked up on the miss. It's Bogdanovich. Stutter steps right into Jackson. Got him to fake, and he got the two, and Bogdanovich has got 16. Morant and Conley. 5 to play. Morant driving.
Oh, my goodness.
What a play. Gracefully, elegantly takes it in, soaring for the two.
What a fun team to watch.
Conley's open. He'll set and fire the three. Here goes Moran again on the move. It hangs, a whistle, and a Utah foul.
Now, is that on Gobert? Because if it is, that's his 6th.
Mike Conley with 22 and 10 will go the other way. Those 10 assists have been big. His 22 points huge. Here comes Bogdanovich. And his three. Got it again! Bogdanovich has suddenly caught fire.
Now you've got 2 starters out. No Donovan Mitchell.
It's Morant taking it in, concocting that move.
It was Dylan Brooks in the 3rd. Now it's Ja Morant here in the 4th.
Morant's got 22. In a lot of traffic. That leaner inside by Bogdanovich is in. He's now got 21.
And use that teardrop to finish him off.
Here's last year's Rookie of the Year, floating, firing up and down on the tap-in by Valanciunas. He's got 15. Interesting numbers in this one. Look at the second chance points, but no surprise. That's where the Grizzlies thrive, and another three is put down. This guy has been a flamethrower in the second half.
12 of 44 now for Utah. 27% from downtown.
Here's Morant, who takes it in with a floater again. 50-50 ball claimed by Ingles. Against Brooks. Ingles on the fly. Favors inside. Count it with a foul. They got O'Neal on him. Morant will try to drive, and he does with a scoop and a score. What a play by Ja Morant. 26 points and a 6-point lead. Inside, they laser it. O'Neal on the doorstep couldn't get it, and Allen was right there. From the line. And the Jazz back in business. 3-point game. Thick is at 7. Here goes Morant looking to make his move. What's he concoct with a crossover and a drive, and he collides inside, and here comes Bogdanovich. Seconds remaining.
I would make it because there's plenty of time left on the clock here. Trying to come up with the steal.
And he got it. And it's a 1-point game.
Can't come up with a silly offensive foul here.
Oh, they get it to Brooks, who takes it in. And he puts it through, and it's a 3-point lead for Memphis. And he basically glided in for 2 for Favors. Ingles, Bogdanovich, 3 to tie. No, off, loose, around, zeros on the clock. Memphis has pulled the upset. And One of the stories coming out over the last 24 hours or so was that there was a difference in philosophy. Was he healthy to come back for game one? He thought he was. And Kyle Anderson, who is terrific in game one, out to Morant, add the 26 points. Bulldozing with the spin. Here comes the surge of Valanciunas, who gets the two. Brooks, right to the rack he goes aggressively, and Gobert may have ordered the shot. On the wing, Conley played 12 years for Memphis. 7 of them in the playoffs. Mitchell, Donovan Mitchell with the three. Was sensational, the fourth-year player from Oregon. Around the screen, Morant tries to work, gashing the defense, and gets it to go for Memphis. When small here, Reg.
Well, you get more shooting on the floor, but the problem is going to be this offensive rebound by the bigger Utah Jazz.
Oh, great deceptive move by Brooks inside. Here comes Mitchell, fourth-year player out of Louisville. Inside, lost it, and the other way they go, and here comes Morant. With a break, a nice transition for the Grizzlies. We knew there was going to be a wall of emotion from this sellout crowd in Salt Lake City, Reggie. And Memphis has handled it well to begin things up by 3 again with another foul. And they're not going to count it good, though. Bogdanovich the other way. Into Grayson Allen, who was drafted by Utah. Oh, good spin move by Bogdanovich. That was sweet. He's shown it with his long-distance shooting. They're up by 4. Oh, great pass inside. Anderson with the finish, but Morant just lasered one in and threads the needle. 6 in a row. Usually begin on the road. This time at home. Favors inside. Good feed by Royce O'Neal.
Plus 15 advantage from that three-point line for the Jazz.
He plays, and he's already been heard from with 12. Looking great and very sharp. 3, Conley. Mike Conley puts it in from outside. The 7-3. Utah has gone 7 of 10 from distance, and it's Jones getting it to go.
One there by Dylan Brooks.
Gobert and Conley, the only 2 starters out there with a great feed, sailing in. Beautiful play by Gobert.
I'm not sure that wasn't another block there by Gobert.
Conley will slither. Hold on! Here he comes, Gobert. Another great pass by Mike Conley. It's off to Dylan Brooks, weaving his way in and gets the 2 with a nice slashing style that has been his trademark for the youngest team in the playoffs, the Memphis Grizzlies, with Conley on top. And Clarkson with a 3. DeAnthony Melton, third-year player out of USC. Good feed. Jackson, we're just talking about him. And slammed up and in. Beautiful play by Melton. Morant with the rebound. Behind the back, takes it in. Acrobatic play. Another 2, and he's got 14.
And he's found a home here. He's comfortable with the system, with the players. Nice move by Donovan Mitchell.
Oh, my goodness. Soaring in for 2. They call them assist screen assists. In the analytics world, over 60 a game, they say. Good shot outside by John Morant. He continues to fire. You see the three-point shooting tonight and Sunday. Deflected right there. Picked up by the long reach of Anderson. Oh, and he'll tomahawk it in coming from the wing. Grayson Allen is in. He'll watch Conley take it down the lane with ease. He puts it up and in, gliding for 2. Marc Gasol, Mike Conley.
Now, was Shane Battier part of those teams as well?
I might have to look that up. Ingles 3.
And already 10 in this first half.
Difference of 4 seconds. Game clock, shot clock into Conley. Driving is Morant. Got it to go and give him 22.
When he is engaged and locked in like he is offensively, this is a very difficult Jazz team to beat.
Morant with a 3. 25.
Well, I'm liking John Morant and him trying to be active offensively.
Brooks, 3.
5 quick points here for Dylan Brooks. Something to watch as this game goes on.
Mitchell with a step-back triple. Wow. Points and threes taken. Gobert underneath on the doorstep. Valanciunas will clean it up. But Utah's the only team to hit 10-plus threes each game this season, an NBA record in the regular season.
His dribble penetration that collapsed this Memphis defense.
Good point. Ja Morant. In traffic in 29. And Morant behind the back dribble into Mitchell. Scoops it off to Brooks. That was beautiful.
Oh my goodness.
Boy, that was terrific. There's Valanciunas. Conley, hold on for Gobert. Conley has just assisted for a 6th time tonight. 7 to play in the third. Was 22 points. It's over there by Morant.
Talk about a guy finding his rhythm.
And Favors will pick up Valanciunas. 1 to 5. Valanciunas with 4 and 4 rebound. Valanciunas with a 3. Rebound Morant. Hold on. Here he goes. And we've got a 6-point game with 5:40 remaining in the third.
Their young superstar in Ja Morant.
Here's Conley. Favors in stride. Conley fed him well, and Favors comes up with a flush. 4.5 in the third, and what was a 22-point lead for Utah has been cut. Anderson, 3, book it. Kyle Anderson puts it in with 11 points. It is met by a couple black jerseys every time the other way. Clarkson will defend Bain. Left free to fire, 3. Good! What a shot! D'Anthony Melton. On the road in game 2, fighting back all the emotion in the building with the return of Mitchell. They've done a great job. Nice fadeaway right there. Put up and in. Morant. It's picked up by Valanciunas. Inside they go. Great follow inside. Put up and in by Melton. Conley and Morant on top. Gobert the screen. There's a bit of a switch, and here comes Conley. Finding Gobert again. That screen roll thing will not die. Morant. Dancing. Stutter stepping and finds Valanciunas, and Gobert is down.
And a technical foul on Valanciunas.
And heading to the locker room. Whether he stays there, we'll find out.
He's looked good, too.
And again, we are not there. Mitchell, or rather Conley outside with a 3. Picked up by Clarkson. Niang, another triple try. Got it. In a career year for the 5th-year player out of Iowa State. Conley's got the keys. Outside, Niang, 3. And caught in there and put up and in by Clarkson, who is uncovered. Utah the last 4.5 minutes on a 21-7 run. They go into Morant. Oh, my goodness. Beautiful play by Ja Morant to an airborne off that baseline.
They will find you.
Inside for Gobert. Valanciunas messed with it right there. Here comes Jackson with a nice move. Deceptive play, and he got the flush. That's against Morant with the move right there by Clarkson. Rebound by Jackson. 6-0 run. It's Brooks coming in hot and high. In fact, in the G League, he coached with Quinn Snyder and also at Atlanta on that staff. Here's Conley diving in. Well, they counted. Pretty shot. Conley's been terrific. 14 shots, 20 points in 30 minutes. Morant takes it in. He's gone mad in this game. Morant now with 43.
Nursing a sore ankle.
Conley around screens. Gobert will get it. Screen roll again. It is so precise. She was good. She was really good. Glides. Gobert grabs and puts it back up and in. O'Neal a triple.
Why not?
They are plus 33 points in 3-point shooting tonight.
They need to be in a hurry here.
Trying to thread the needle. Anderson got it, and Valanciunas will finish off with 18.
Ja Morant and Dylan Brooks.
Nice looking win tonight for the Utah Jazz. The number 1 seed has just tied this series at 1 apiece.
Including the victory against San Antonio as part of the play-in tournament. Gobert did. Also averaged 14 rebounds and 14 points. Mitchell, beautiful shot with the left hand, getting that under the outstretched arm of Kyle Anderson, and it's 4-0 Utah.
Remember what we said now, they attempt 43, and during the season they made 17, and what they're doing here, they're averaging over 15 in the 2 games.
Number 4 overall pick back in 2018, who missed a year due to knee injury in the bubble last summer. Conley, his second three, and an early timeout by Utah. Mitchell, 4 points and 3 assists, and it's a 9-point Utah lead early on. They got up big in game 2, but Memphis made a run. Sweet shot by John Morant off the glass.
And then also you had 2 guys challenging the shot.
Morant into the paint, so good with that push shot as he scores against Favors.
In 2 games now, he scored 22 points in the paint, and in the other game, 20. He's in there all night.
Royce O'Neal comes back. The Jazz made 17 a game during the regular season. That's an NBA record. Morant takes it strong, hangs and finishes at the rim.
Play better half-court defense below the foul line.
Mitchell driving. O'Neal open again. Hits another one. 3 3-pointers for Royce O'Neal. And they're able to control the offensive or the defensive rebound as O'Neal was trying to get a second chance opportunity. Morant with the hang and the finish with the left hand.
So it's all the little things when you play this type of a team. You have to keep remembering that Utah's the best record in the league. If you notice the one negative here, Memphis is missing, but no second shots. They come into the game averaging 12. The second youngest team in the league. Main thing for them is to settle down right now, but you're going to have to guard and play good defense.
There's Conley, the former Grizzly. We're being told, we're not in the arena, but being told that Taylor Jenkins really let his team have it during that timeout after calling it 90 seconds in to the third quarter. Point Jazz lead. Here in game 3, early second quarter, the series tied at 1. Conley flips it up to Gobert, who puts it in. Memphis did it back in 2011 against San Antonio as the 8. Here is Mitchell off the window with those long arms, able to get it around Valanciunas for his third field goal.
In this series, he's only shooting 25%, but I'm glad that he hit that. You got to get the score here.
And showtime, a 360 by John Morant.
Yeah.
Now Mitchell with the blow-by. Tough shot, it won't go. Offensive board by Favors. O'Neal's 3. You bet. His 4th triple of the first half.
Another 3. Not a layup, but a 3.
Brooks. Tough shot. Gets it to roll home. Brandon Clark is back on the floor. Again, had not played in the previous 2 games of the series. So another forced turnover by Brooks. An opportunity to run here for the Grizzlies. Brooks all the way. Gets 2. Utah's made 9 threes. Royce O'Neal has 4 of them. Clarkson got that one to go. A triple for Clarkson. Jazz is led by as many as 15. Valanciunas back on the floor. Brooks spinning, going at Gobert. Off the window with the outstretched long arm of Gobert trying to swat it. Morant, no. And again, no offensive rebounds. The lead is 12. Bogdanovich pull up 3. Got it! That's the 12th 3 of the first half of the Jazz, and they lead by 15. This is back in the playoffs for the first time since 2017 after finishing 8th in the West during the regular season. Grayson Allen from the wing. Another triple for Allen. That's his 3rd. Here's Joe Ingles, just 3 points, 1 assist so far. Conley has 12 points. That pass deflected and turned over. Anderson in transition, goes across the lane, scoop shot, goes down.
Because you're one of the top offensive rebounding teams in the league, you got to show it to us in the second half here.
Our first half stats brought to you by Bacardi. Mike Conley with his 5th 3-pointer.
Their 3-point shooting, leading the league in makes and attempts, has just been astronomical. And then they're showing to us today why that stat is so big.
Anderson fakes the pass, now hits a cutting Valanciunas, goes at Gobert, missed it once, but not twice. The tip-in's good, and a timeout by Utah. Yes, Randall has to play better than he did in a Game 3 loss. Atlanta leads that series 2-1. And what about the health of Chris Paul? They'll need him in order to tie that series at 2 with the Lakers. Dylan Brooks hits a 3. Series tied at 1. Game 4 is Monday. Mitchell gets hammered and puts it in. Takes a shot upstairs from Jackson, but is so powerful. And Allen hit a couple, make that 3 threes off the bench in the first half. He's out there right now. Brooks spins, hangs, and finishes. Pretty from Dylan Brooks, the leading scorer now for Memphis with 17.
He plays your best scoring guard, and then he's big on the shots. He shoots a great percentage.
Boy, how about that screen by Favors? He had Valanciunas pinned, which allowed Mitchell to get to the basket. Memphis back within 5 minutes to go. Pull-up jumper, of course. Donovan Mitchell, so good in mid-range. And he's got 19 points.
Well, here they come, and here comes the crowd.
Bogdanovich falling back, hits against Morant. Right now it's a 6-point lead. Bogdanovich has the hot hand, and he buries another one. 15 threes now for Utah.
Now remember, coming in to this, Clarkson was 1 for 14 in the 3-ball.
Splits the double team, gets into the lane. Jackson's got to hoist it, 1 on the shot clock. Jackson gets it away, and it's good from about 8 feet. Here comes the screen from Clarkson with the shot clock down to 4. Clarkson with 2. Step back 3. Oh, Clarkson drills it as the buzzer sounds. Game 3, series tied at 1. Game 4 on Monday, back here in Memphis. Brooks again. He's got 23 points to lead all scorers tonight. Memphis within 7. Mike Conley with 20 points to lead Utah. 15 for Bogdanovich. Clarkson has 13 off the bench. Driving here into the paint. Scoop goes down for Clarkson. And Jackson kicks it out. Anderson. Allen penetrates. He'll go up the back. Empty possession, Utah. Melton in transition. They work it around to Allen for the tie.
Great ball movement.
Including the game-tying 3 a moment ago.
I'll give him a lot of credit because he's made 5 threes. Oh, now that was the first offensive rebound in the 4th quarter.
And they get Valanciunas in for Jackson. Morant, who's so good in the paint.
Remember, in the 2 games, 22 points in one game, 20 in the other in the paint for Morant. Oh,
wow,
boy.
Conley splashes home his 7th three-pointer.
For the 3-ball, shooting a great percentage, 6 for 8.
And now 7 for 9 after that. Morant comes back with a 3 of his own.
Hey, give him all the credit. Under pressure, he's now 1 for 5 in the game. That was a big shot.
Conley falling away, moving to his left. He'll slow it down. Brooks, pick and roll, pull-up jumper. Dylan Brooks ties it at 105.
22-9 in the 4th quarter. 22-9.
To Gobert from Conley, and the throwdown evens things up at 107.
And you all know that every game you must take that away. And I'm surprised because Valanciunas got caught and he didn't play either player.
Mitchell got Allen off his feet, puts it on the deck, goes at Valanciunas, counted at 1. What a shot by Mitchell, who's still down. Brooks just 1 of 6 from outside. Here's Mitchell for 3. Big hit by Donovan Mitchell, swishing it through. He's got 25. Throws it to Mitchell, and Utah looking to run with Morant trailing. They've got a 5-on-4. Conley with the dump down to Gobert. Fouled and counted on Monday night in Memphis.
Well, you have to give their starting unit a ton of credit. They answered the bell here tonight.
Utah leading the league in points from 3 points, and also Memphis leading the league in points in the paint.
Grizzlies win the tap with possession. How do they begin? Up top! Exactly the kind of start they were looking for. Jackson with the flush.
A lot of what could have been had he been in that lineup, as Valanciunas misses on the triple last season. Injury riddled, and he has been so good for them in providing balance on that starting 5. And I like that attack early in the shot clock, not allowing Gobert to have as much of an impact in the paint.
Bogdanovich on a triple. What a game he played in game 3 the other night for Utah. Bogdanovich, the driving kick. This is Conley on his first take, and Jazz have hit 5 of their first 6. Good offensive start for both teams. Here's Royce O'Neal. He has been deadly from deep in the series. Looking to take a stranglehold on this series.
And that was probably the first contested shot that the Jazz have had in this game. And right, I mean, he has been special. You could argue he almost single-handedly won game one for him with some of the things he was able to do. Obviously,
Mitchell,
terrific.
17. Ja Morant, certainly the biggest reason why. What a brilliant career it's been. Off target from deep that time. Now defending Bogdanovic.
Bogdanovic there with a beautiful find for the finish.
Here comes Morant, sizes up Favors. Runs out of real estate. This is Desmond Bane. That's a three.
To incorporate Rudy Gobert at the rim, and that's something they've got to start doing.
Right on cue, they go to Gobert. It's stripped. Desmond Bane to steal all the way to the cup. Talked to Quinn Snyder before the game towards the end of last season, according to Snyder. And what a season it has been. His points per game average back up to where it normally has been. George Niang, 16th in the league in three-point accuracy this season. And the hot shooting for both teams continues. But Memphis was hoping that Jackson would get his game on track.
During the regular season, so difficult to get reacclimated. And he is slowly but surely starting to figure it out. And Jordan Clarkson, instant offense. You know, he's much more mobile than most people realize. And he's got a really high basketball IQ, which is so important. Like you think IQ, oftentimes people think off, and understands where he needs to be to provide help to his teammates.
Second three already for Niang. What a pass. Anderson. Here's Niang, the cross-court pass now into the corner. Clarkson, and he bangs down a three. See the low turnover numbers so far. Brooks in midair, taken on contact. Puts it down for Memphis. With a play in that play-in game for the 8th spot last year, so they started to lay the foundation. And what a year two it was for the Grizzlies. Clarkson.
Of a game already in this series.
So really the first stressful moment now for the Grizzlies. They're down 6. And
And another good job defensively. The offense starting to get a little stagnant for Utah. Ball movement not nearly as crisp, nor is the spacing.
Allen on a triple. GA on Anthony Davis in that groin injury.
That is going to be huge and just a pivotal. How about that, Valanciunas? And Utah, again, a little sloppy with the basketball, a little careless at times, and starting to get away, even though Clarkson scores there.
Good look at it, not that time. As we come up on the 3-minute mark, O'Neal, as Morant unable to answer. So Utah is 8 of 15 from deep. Favors on the interior. Kind of leads you into the uniqueness of Ja's game, his ability to get into the paint. Craig with that slight frame of his as Mitchell snaps it through from deep for this Memphis franchise.
Wow. Did you see that rebound by Donovan Mitchell?
Steps into the three and bangs it down.
Consistent in terms of their ability to shoot that three ball.
That was Utah's 10th three of the night. Morant. 3-second difference, shot to game clock. Here comes Morant, elevates over Gobert, and hits. What do the Grizzlies have to do here, aside from stopping that pick and roll?
Well, we talked about pick and roll. 10 made threes as well. I don't think you win this game if they make that. They've got to figure out a way to have more of an impact on that three-point shooting of the Jazz.
Here's Gobert. He's been quiet offensively tonight. It was just lights out. They had that 22-2 stretch through January and February. And that's one of those where Gobert didn't get the block, but he alters the shot.
Great point. He sped up Morant on that finish opportunity.
Beautiful pass. Bogdanovic dropping a dime.
I'm thinking that they probably made that a point of emphasis to Quinn Snyder and his coaching staff to, like, let's put more pressure on them at the.
Again, a Memphis team that has prided itself on its defense all season. Trying to come back. Morant.
It's a perfect marriage. And, you know, what he's talking about And great defense there by Valanciunas.
Morant dropping a dime to Anderson. Utah's lead down to 1. Here comes Mitchell into the paint. No. Gobert up, puts it down, somehow taking contact.
For the Jazz. And, you know, he's also an incredible screener and finisher, which are things in spot. How about that finish there by Ja Morant?
7-point Utah lead. Mitchell coming back for more, and he's headed to the free throw line.
That's something when things start to break down, when you've played a team 4, 5, 6 times, tendencies and all those things.
Big basket from Memphis, Grayson Allen. Then the Utah turnover. Here comes Morant, full head of steam to the cup, puts it down.
And what's right, and it's the right call, unfortunately, for Memphis.
See that run by Utah. Mitchell with 10 of his 24 in the quarter.
Jordan Clarkson, which is no easy task, and another turnover.
Morant the steal, so Brooks stays in the game and puts it down with 2.
And Melton capable of knocking that down, but probably could have gotten a much better opportunity on that possession.
Clarkson again. Here comes Morant into the teeth of the defense, can't put it down. Flicks it right back up. He misses again. Jackson. Hard put back. Well, again, that Utah ball movement. Ingles to Clarkson. Side pocket 3. Jackson on a 3. No. Jaren Jackson is now 2 of 8 from deep. This is Clarkson. That's a 3.
They give up a 3, but it's a contested 3 off the dribble, and that's what you want to see more of on their end. And this is what they need more. Shots.
That's a 3.
Huge part of the game, and I'm a big believer in them. But I do think with the evolution of the game, defense now is played more so out on the perimeter.
Utah holding on to this 10-point lead. Melton launches from 3 and hits.
I would assume they probably have not had coffee or much conversation since this series has started, as Valanciunas able to get all the way to the rim and get a finish.
To picking up his 4th personal late 3rd quarter. Has been under control. And DeAnthony Melton, how big has he been down the stretch? Mitchell. Melton wants to push. That's a 3. Splash!
Ball movement by Utah, not allowing the defense to load to the ball.
Conley, that's a 3.
So that was a heck of a job by Mike Conley, stopping a transition opportunity with his defense there.
There's Melton. Follows his own miss.
And have good execution offensively.
Mike Conley, the longtime Grizzly who has been sensational in this series, bangs down a 3. No good. Offensive rebound, O'Neal. Back to Bogdanovic, another 3. Got it.
Surrounding them with players who fit and complement who they are. And I tell you what a compliment to this Utah Jazz team, going on the road, hostile environment, and winning 2 tough physical games to take a 3-1 lead.
Got to make sure they don't live at the line. And discussing the Utah Jazz, we're underway. Mark Davis, Tony Brothers, Tyler Ford, our 3 officials, and good to have you with us in Salt Lake City. Forget what happened last year against the Denver Nuggets. Mike Conley shares it early with Donovan Mitchell. And that's the way it begins.
And I like that shot for Donovan Mitchell. A good shot in the lane.
Outscored the Memphis Grizzlies by 8 points in the first 12 minutes of play, and they can't afford that in an elimination game. Donovan Mitchell, awkward, but Gobert is on the follow. Exactly a 3-point threat, but he's not bad percentage-wise, as Valanciunas gets the first points of the game for Memphis. On the wing, right back at it. Donovan Mitchell. Memphis still only down by 2, though, against a team that was 31-5 on their home floor. Good penetration, Bogdanovic. And Conley, he's killing his whole team, isn't he?
The way they move the ball tells me that they can. I love the fact that they consistently get great looks at the rim.
Good post entry. And Valanciunas.
Used to playing with Donovan Mitchell was something different. And so this year he looks so much more comfortable, and he is really helping Utah do an incredible job. And this backcourt is underrated.
Transition defense just the same by Memphis. Bogdanovich already with a triple. And if he's making Euro steps all his way to the rack, now up by 14 on the 11-0 blitz. And that's a wide open three. Corner, short corner three. Ja Morant gets it right back. Hard off the heel, and it stays home. They can't live without him. And especially when you consider what he did in game 2. 47. Off the glass. Guess who?
Donovan Mitchell, that man. We wanted to come out with the right mindset. We didn't want to play with our food. Donovan Mitchell's not playing with this food tonight. He is coming out trying to hit Memphis with the knockout punch. 10 early points.
Kyle Anderson can't roll it home. So Donovan Mitchell and Utah start the game 10 for 13, 77%, and a little bit higher than that right now.
You got to get a timeout.
You said it. 14-point game. We're halfway through the opening 12. As Donovan Mitchell, you can't give up layups either.
They haven't stopped him from getting downhill all night long.
And the only win for the Memphis Grizzlies when they won in Salt Lake City. Dillon Brooks. That's not his specialty, but they'll take it. And that is a huge triple almost 7 minutes into the first quarter. Clarkson out on the wing with O'Neal. And Bogdanovich wide open.
This is a clinic right now.
Yeah, he's too good a shooter to be wide open.
Well, it's been an emphasis with the coaching staff.
Ja Morant, good entry.
Great D by Clarkson. Known for his offense. Great D right there. We got another three.
Bogdanovich feeling it. Why not? Double up. 31-5 at home for a reason, the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, and I was wondering what the mindset was going to be. Because sometimes you come into this game, and when it's a closeout situation, when you're able to get some guys later on in the draft, or some of these free agents that Memphis has been able to pick up, guys like Dillon Brooks, who wasn't a high draft pick, but turned out to be an incredible player.
That's the way he handles the basketball.
They got to
19-point game.
Got to load up, give Rudy some help. Do not let Ja go at Rudy one-on-one right here. Make him see bodies.
Ja got there. Rudy did everything he could. Now Morant. Final 45 seconds, setting things up. Jaren Jackson Jr. And hard to the hole with the left hand over Gobert.
Oh, my goodness.
He was 50th back in 2016 after an outstanding career. It'll count if it goes. Look out.
Why not? It's been that type of quarter, Joel.
Look out. Jackson just trying to find rhythm to his game after missing almost the entire season. As there's the runner and the floater. Jordan Clarkson, the Lakers, and he had the mid-range game. He's expanded it completely as Desmond Bane looks for help. Jaren Jackson, left hand, and a sweet one.
They don't want to make it a habit of throwing him the ball much. They throw him a couple bones inside, let him shoot a couple of jump hooks, but that's not his thing. That's not his value to this team.
That's Desmond Bane's thing, though. I thought he'd stay in Minneapolis. He's from the Twin Cities. On the take, how about Donovan Mitchell back on the floor, making an impact once again. Second chance opportunities have not been there at all, Brendan, for Memphis. Gobert, look out.
Oh,
he's got it on the hammer.
And that's what happens. Donovan Mitchell starts driving a lot. I mean, coming into the season, I don't think anybody had Utah projected to finish number one. I think we thought they would be a top 4 or 5 team, but number one, that was a little bit surprising. I think all of us thought it would be one of those teams in L.A. He carves out so much space as far as with weak side duck ins and just being aggressive inside that he forces you to guard him.
And led the league in exactly what he did, but that's a breakdown defensively.
Did you see that pass, though?
Bullet.
Man, I loved it. That's the next step in Donovan Mitchell's game as far as becoming a superstar. They get their shots based on ball movement and body movement. And when you get your shots based on that, sometimes you can have nights like you're having tonight where you're able to just score at a high level as Ja.
16-point game, inside of 3 to play. It'll be Donovan. Everything working. Everything working for Donovan Mitchell. A really good young coach.
I think I played against Quinn Snyder in the NCAA tournament when he was at Missouri, too. When he was coaching Missouri.
I was going to say he was ahead of you at Duke.
No.
Dillon Brooks gets the triple. Goes deep with Duke and Carolina. Man,
that's my guy, though. Hey, listen, there's a definitely a rivalry. Great finish by Rudy Gobert. My guy, Uncle Sam Mitchell. Hey, listen, is there a better dressed announcer than Sam Mitchell? Sam Mitchell's always smooth. Oh my God! Speaking of smooth,
into the shot clock makes no difference.
Speaking of smooth, Donovan Mitchell, and he's talking to Dillon Brooks about it.
Donovan Mitchell. He sees now it's down. He'll take it. End of the path. Gets it! Do you believe this guy?
Who is he? Who is the dude? Donovan Mitchell from 3 on fire right now in Utah. I think LeBron's going to have to do too much at the age of 36 years old.
Taken away, poor pass, Dylan Brooks. He was hounded by Joe Ingles. Protects it, and Royce O'Neal comes up with the points off a takeaway. Bogdanovich on the leave for Gobert.
Okay, Rudy.
Showing off the handle.
Okay, Rudy. Good little between the legs action.
How good is it when Bogdanovich does a little show and go and uses Rudy Gobert as a decoy?
Our big man isn't a dominant scorer on the block. You want him to have game like Jaren Jackson Jr. where he can shoot the three. As Royce O'Neal throws down the dunk.
Usually goes down for Kyle Anderson. He struggled last game from the outside, struggling tonight as well. Donovan finds Rudy. Gobert on the finger roll. Quinn Snyder didn't want to take any chances after what happened last year when they were up 3-1. Plus, you never know what can happen. Another breakdown. Nobody accounted for Favors after he slipped that screen out top.
Let me know the league is going to be in great hands moving forward when we get some of our elder statesmen like LeBron James to retire.
Jordan Clarkson.
Hello.
They continue to celebrate.
He happened to miss it, but it's a great quality look. The play calling by Quinn Snyder and the offensive design is flawless.
Ja Morant stays with the play. But there is balance and in transition. 3-ball, hard off the heel. Donovan Mitchell.
Another layup.
Right, that's what I said about floor balance defensively.
Okay.
I don't want it, you take it.
There were some questions, but he is a true young NBA superstar.
Jordan Clarkson got what he wanted, and that was Dylan Brooks out of position when he flew by from behind.
Offensive effort really hasn't been there as far as multiple efforts. I saw it for a quick second in the second quarter from the second unit, but it just hasn't been at a playoff level. If you want to win a playoff game, you got to run teams off the three-point line. What I'm going to do is give you a promotion and let you mess up the biscuits. I just don't understand how Brad Stevens gets let go and moves up into the front office.
It'll be in that chemistry once again because they've both been out a long time.
Yeah, and this backcourt as Dylan Brooks breaks free for the dunk inside.
They have got to make a decision. Jaren Jackson Jr., great secondary defender there with a block. Melton on the wraparound to Dylan Brooks. But Jaren Jackson Jr. will clean it up. And that's a lucky number lately in NBA drafts. 13th overall. Jaren Jackson Jr. fills it up again. Second to last pick of the lottery. O'Neal shares it. Clarkson's got it. And everything else has fallen.
He's got it going now.
But Mitchell just sat down for the night. But if he joined us a little bit late, he put on a show in the first quarter. He extended the lead dramatically for them to the point where it had to be frustration for a real young team, the youngest team in the postseason. What are their strengths? And they know it in Utah. Young man with the basketball,
great
especially.
Oh, come on, Rudy.
Back at it. With 21 points for Rudy Gobert. Going to be Dylan Brooks. Got a triple. And look at the effort of Donovan Mitchell, still going after a second chance off the lip of the rim. Tyus Jones. I've always liked his game since Minneapolis. He's really done a great job for them off the bench as the lead guard in the second unit. Donovan working on Brooks. And the floater. He's up to 30.
He and Donovan, they got together, they talked. Now they're back to where they were before.
Xavier Tillman, a guy that we like, and they picked up in the draft. The Utah Jazz, and they're on their way to the second round.